Don't let regret stay with you forever. Rather, make sure it never happens again. Welcome to the Bard Face. We got milk tea. You know what I mean? Homemade, of course. Sweet milk tea is still a little hot. Um, my computer is currently killing itself, and my Wi-Fi sucks, so I'm not able to actually browse the internet in the current moment. But yeah, I was just thinking about regret and the attributes of regret, and I had that quote in mind. Um, so yeah, it was an adventure. I How I got to that conclusion was interesting, right? Um, my brother and my mom was talking, and then my brother said I'm going to regret something, and then I was like, yeah, maybe I will, but shouldn't we we should be in positions sometimes where we have the ability to regret something. You know what I mean? Mind you, I've been told to do this over and over again, and I personally don't see the benefit of it in the immediate now, nor really in the foreseeable future. At least from my eyes, in the current moment. But that view can change. That's the beauty of the human brain. And maybe I will regret it later. I've gotten warned times over. So maybe I will regret it. You know what I mean? But I think that people should be able to regret. You should be able to look back on something and say, I didn't do the best possible thing. And that's okay to do. Is this cope for me saying that I might regret this in the future? Maybe, I don't know. But you should be able to regret. You know what I mean? You should have the choice to do something that you think is right now but is wrong in the future. You know what I mean? And with that, you shouldn't carry that regret for the rest of your life. This is very easy for me to say from a person currently in an office chair speaking into the microphone, looking at the camera. You know what I mean? But to actually put it into practice is extremely difficult. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't just let go of things. You can't just let go. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, damn, I wish I talked to that person more. Now they're gone. Oh well. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a lot more deeper than that. Sometimes it's a lot more deeper than just, oh, okay, I'm never seeing that person again. You know what I mean? And there's actions that you could have done, but you didn't do. And the fact that you can do them in the future, or the fact that you can refuse to repeat that mistake in the future, should give at least some sort of comfort to you, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You still have time. The worst type of regret is something that you can never, in a way, repay. You know what I mean? For example, if you were to accidentally kill a family of 5, but get away with it, maybe you'll dedicate your life's purpose to avoiding drunk driving, avoiding alcohol. You know what I mean? Lead a alcohol anonymous group. Um, Start a charity for relief of people that were victims of drunk drivers. You know what I mean? But let's say, I'm going to use a good example here. I like this example. The day of judgment. God is judging every single one of your souls. Right? You have regret for seeing God's path, knowing God's path, or you may have regret, I should say rather, of seeing God's path, knowing God's path, and not following God's path. Being ignorant on purpose. You have regret for that. Now, on the day of judgment, it's said that it's wraps. You know what I mean? What you did, you did. That's all in the future. Now you got to worry about ahead, right? You're kind of cooked. You know what I mean? You're going to be deeply, deeply fried, respectfully. You know what I mean? And in that case, there is nothing you could do to, in a way, pay it forward. You can't really, there is no way to pay it forward. Kind of like how if you were to go to jail, right? For example, also a decent example. Drunk driving, went to jail, right? You regret your decisions. Better yet, crime of passion, accidentally kill your girlfriend and your kid. No, purposefully killed your kid, like in a blind rage. You know what I mean? And your girlfriend. You go to jail. At that point, there is no paying it forward. The people are gonna see your charges. They're gonna be like, you're a woman killer and a kid killer. We're gonna kill you. You know what I mean? In that immediate sense, there is no paying it forward. You know what I mean? And that's just a tough reality of things. Sometimes you have the opportunity to do something, and then once you ignore that opportunity to do something, you have another opportunity, a second chance, if you will, to do something right. But sometimes you just gotta do something once and you're cooked. You know, you do something once and you're done for. There is no second chances. There is no self revive. You're just fried, right? It's good, but it's hot. Oh my goodness. Shout out milk tea. Fire. But yeah, sometimes it is what it is. You know, you just gotta thug out life sometimes and use your intuition to not make bad decisions up front. But at the same time, you should be afforded the opportunity to get to regret. You know what I mean? That's why people say God is so merciful. What's that one poem by that, like, he was like blind in one eye, a guy rapping, not rapping. He was kind of like a poet. It was poetry. He was like, yo, if God's fed up with us one day, he could end this whole thing right now. Thank God that, you know what I mean, he's so merciful. I'll see if I can link it down below, because I think I have it somewhere in my saved. But yeah, bro, like, that's why people say God is so merciful, the giver of second chances. He lets you do your mistake and then see why your mistake is bad. He lets you get drunk and then, like, live for the hangover. Ooh, that's a bar. God allows you to get drunk. Okay, that's kind of a crazy bar, but it's a bar nonetheless. God's so merciful that he allows you to get drunk. No, that he lets you get drunk and allows you to see the hangover, allows you to get hungover. You know what I mean? He could have just clipped you right there. You could have blacked out, went to sleep, choked on your own vomit, and died. Boom. Done. He affords you a second opportunity to get hungover, feel the grogginess, how bad it could, the bad it could do to your system in the immediate future, and potentially let you live to see the long-term effects. Right? He didn't just clip you. You know what I mean? The mercy of God. So we should be able to regret. I think regret isn't a bad thing. It isn't always a bad thing, and people see regret as something that happened that they'll never be able to fix, but I see it as an opportunity to learn and apply it in the next instance that it may happen, or rather, or other than that, you could, like, pay it forward in a way. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on regret. Yeah, that's what I thought of. I made the quote before I was gonna go into the shower. It was in my iPhone notes, right? My phone's kind of cooked right now. I went to the iCloud on my computer, and it wanted the code for my phone. And I was like, wow, I'm gonna have to wait for my phone to die so I could charge it, so I could use it. Because the screen popped off. Wow, real unfortunate circumstance. But you know, I regret dropping my phone so many times. Now I have to live with the success. Regret kind of humbles you in a way. what I mean? Showing that you're not perfect. And yeah, that's what I think so far. If you liked it, like. If you're interested in more content like this, subscribe and leave a comment. If you don't, if you hate me, dislike, a view's a view. I don't really care. But hey, have a good one, everyone. And I'm Diamond One.